Good evening and welcome to Act America. I'm your host, E.W. Helmick. Folks, tonight, before I give you the action item, I want to make something very clear. What we're talking about here is your freedom based on the Constitution. That's it. There's no underlying message here. Your freedom based on the Constitution. With that said, I'd like to read to you the Second Amendment of your Constitution. A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Now, people, you've undoubtedly heard over the last several weeks of the chilling and unconnected slayings of innocent people. One gunman was a white supremacist, one was a militant Muslim, and one was a fervent foe of abortion. Now, people, in no way do my viewers or my readership or the people of Act America and myself condone those actions of violence. Not at all. Now, of course, over the last several months, you've also heard that the Homeland Security has issued a warning that the rise in right-wing extremism is taking place. Right-wing extremists have capitalized on the election of the first African-American president and are focusing their efforts to recruit new members, mobilize existing supporters, and broaden their scope and appeal through propaganda. Now, people, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Well, actually, no, that's not the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Here it is, right here. There's a gentleman by the name of Chip Burlett. He is the senior analyst with political research in Associates in Somerville, Massachusetts. It's a think tank that studies right-wing extremists. So I'm sure this Chip guy is a very interesting person. He says the number of angry white men in America is getting larger. In particular, the heterosexual, white, Christian men in America feel they've been pushed out of the way, Burlett said. Hey, Chip, I don't know if you noticed, and people watching tonight, that I'm wearing my cow tie. Now, you know what that stands for, right? I wear my cow tie when I hear stupid people say stupid things, because you see, cows are dumb. They represent, stupidity. Well, Chip, congratulations. You won tonight. You got the host of Act America to wear his cow tie. People, here's your action item. I want you to join one of the two following organizations. The first one is the National Rifle Association, NRA.org. Now, here's why I want you to do that. If you believe your freedoms are based on the Constitution comes in whole or not at all. It doesn't come apart in pieces. So we need to support organizations not like the National Rifle Association that are working overtime to ensure your freedoms and your rights based on the Constitution, specifically Amendment 2 in this discussion. The other organization, there is a fee for that one. The other organization is an associate of the National Rifle Association. It is the Institute for Legislative Action. It is the most effective defender of the Second Amendment freedom of law-abiding citizens, not extremists, not domestic terrorism, not murderers, people of law-abiding citizens, Americans. When we support organizations like this, we become the majority, we become stronger, not a killing force, but a force, again, people, that can drive our rights and our freedoms. I want to read to you a commentary from two people. It was Glenn Beck and Michelle Malkin. I've told you in the past that several of my action items come from these individuals because I think they're intelligent. I think they have great things to say. I'd like you to listen to this. I'll read it in whole so you get all of it. Glenn Beck said, "You can call me an extremist all you want. All you want. You are not going to frighten me into shutting up. I am not an extremist. I am an American that believes in the Constitution. And Americans have got to stand up and not be afraid of being called an extremist." Michelle Malkin replied, "It's about people being unafraid to stand up for their principles in their own neighborhoods and at the grocery store. You know, we've got this massive monumental battle underway now over the government healthcare takeover. And people are afraid to speak out about that. And they cannot be. Because this is about their lives. It's about the present. It's about their children's future. It's about their grandchildren's future. And if they wake up in the morning and they feel intimidated or bullied because they're afraid that some MSNBC yacker is going to accuse them of killing people or creating a climate of hate, then they are only writing themselves and their future out of existence. Since I began this broadcast, people, I have met people that I truly believe are writing their futures out of existence. They are writing their children's futures out of existence on the theory that they think things are just going to get better, on the theory that they don't want to be involved because they don't want to be called extremists. They don't want federal agents crashing down the doors. People, what I'm telling you is there's organizations like the National Rifle Association that are out there to support you, to support what you believe in, and to fight for your rights. That's your action item tonight. People, I'm talking about your rights. I'm talking about your responsibilities, and I'm talking about your freedom. I'm your host, E.W. Helmick. It's time to act, America. Good night, and God bless. You know, I think we should send Chip a, what do you think, a cow pie? We should, matter of fact, we should start doing that every time we get someone like that. We hear their comments like that, stupid things. We should send out cow pies. Just what I'm thinking.